Hello everyone, this is Lisa Ward. I wanted to put together a primer for week 1 to get us all excited and passionate about our new term. In this video, we'll talk about some ways that we can make week 1 a great experience for us and for our students. So I want us to start the term out with passion. Passion is what drives us. And when our students feel our passion and they can see it in the course room, it ignites their own passions to be successful. Some things we need to remember as a team. As students are starting their courses, students are full of anxiety. They're questioning their own potential, wondering if college is for them. They may be unsure about you as a faculty and about themselves. Students may not reach out to you until they get to know you or until you choose to get to know them. So I hope that our goal this term will be to make every student feel more comfortable and less anxious. As we begin our term, take a moment and think back to how you felt as you started your own academic journey. Were you anxious? Were you feeling confident? Were you concerned about your ability to be a successful student? Were you apprehensive about your own professors and your professors' expectations? Did you crave affirmation from your professors that you were important and doing well? Let's place ourselves in our students' shoes as we begin our term and remember their likely apprehensions as we begin to interact with them. Week 1 strategies. What should be our goals? I wanted to start out with this great quote by Dr. James Comer. No significant learning occurs without a significant relationship. So let's remember that relationship is everything. And we've got to take some extra steps as faculty online to ignite these relationships and to establish them, because our students can't see us as we would be in a face-to-face course room type of situation. So 1, relationship building. Ask questions in the discussions and share about yourselves. One thing that I find very useful for my own strategy is to find common ground with my students. Perhaps there's something a student shares that is something that I can relate to, so I can let them get to know me a little bit better by relating to them and their hobbies or their families, things of that nature. Let's remember number 2, engagement. Let's touch every student. It's especially important during week 1, as we all know, but it's also important throughout the entire term. I recall a time when I was completing my master's degree, and I was very frustrated because there were certain courses, and this was online, of course, and I would really spend time on my posts and try to do my best. And there were many weeks where my professors would not even reply to my post or ask me a question. I started to think to myself, am I doing something wrong? Maybe my professor isn't interested in what I have to say. So touching every student metaphorically through our discussions, through email, announcements, it's really going to help them to feel as though they're important. Number 3, motivation. Give positive affirmations. We all want positive affirmations. Our students especially need positive affirmations. We can do so in our discussions. And as we move forward, we can do so in our grading feedback. But for the purpose of this screencast, let's just talk about the discussions for week 1, the getting started, and the week 1 module discussion, just giving them affirmations of the contributions that they make. 4, let's interact with all students in the getting started discussion. we want to make sure, even if they don't answer us, that they see that we are interested in them as people, as students, their goals, their professions, their experiences. Number 5, something that might be something you choose to do is to create a spreadsheet and document facts about your students that you've learned through the Getting Started discussion. This may come in useful later on as the term progresses, because you may find it beneficial in relating course concepts to information you know about the student, such as their profession and their experiences. So, relationship building really should begin in the introductions every term. This is where we make personal connections. And when relationships begin, trust starts to build between us and our students. Remember, trust is earned, and we need to keep this in mind, that we have to earn that trust in a very short period of time. Some outcomes. How will students respond? Students can begin building self-confidence and academic self-esteem beginning week 1. Week 1 sets the tone for the entire term, and our responsibility to our students is to help them start the journey to reach higher levels of self-confidence and potential as we progress throughout the term. So from the student perspective, the student will say, my professor took time to get to know me and affirm that I am important, so maybe I can do this. Maybe I am worthy of better in life. I feel better about this course. I feel better about my academic experience. So let's strive together to touch every student during week 1 so that we can set the tone for the entire term. Sorry about that. And let's laugh at ourselves, right? Let's use some forward thinking in week 1. Remember, we have to get our hands dirty. We really need to get to know our students and show them that we care about their goals and their dreams. And let's approach them in a way that affirms them in their choice to come to college and knowing that it was a good choice. Week 1 should be an extremely busy time for us as faculty. Using the Getting Started thread to get to know our students and ask about their goals demonstrates care for their dreams. If students feel the professor's invested in their dreams, that we are invested in their dreams, the student will rise to the occasion more often than if students do not feel that care is provided to them. So let's become involved in the students' lives. Let's have fun. Let's make education fun again. Let's enjoy the experience. I wanted to share some examples with you of the Getting Started forum. And I know that you can read this yourselves, but I'll read it briefly. This was a student. Hey, I'm Angelina. I'm from Connecticut. I'm majoring in accounting, which has brought me to this course. I'm interested to learn all about the various things being taught in this class. I can't wait to get to know all of you. I hope you all have a great time in class. Here was my response. Welcome to class, Angelina, and I used an emoticon with a smiley face because smiley faces go a long way. What a neat name you have. Love the spelling. Glad to have you in class. I think you are going to enjoy this course, especially with your degree, because you have so many possibilities in your future with our global economy. What is your dream once you achieve your degree? Thank you, Lisa. I find that sometimes students don't necessarily respond, but at least they know that I care, and we want our students to know that we care. So let's welcome all students to class. Let's use student names and emoticons. Let's relate things about the course to the student and begin building excitement for the course by showing them that the course is relevant to their future careers, to their personal lives. Let's ask questions to show interest in the student. Let's be gentle and engaged, and let's be kind. Now, these examples for the initial discussion forum and other examples that I'm showing are only examples. Remember, you have the freedom and flexibility to make each interaction with the students in the discussion forums unique and specific to each student's personal goals. So these are just examples. Examples of interaction in Module 1 discussion. Again, as you read this, I'm not going to read it to you because I know you can read. Affirmations go a long way. Connecting the student's experiences with the material helps the student personalize the information and gain interest. So as you read through this, I hope that you see from my own approach how I've affirmed the student and also asked the question to get the student thinking critically from the very beginning. Again, a disclaimer, these are just examples. You have the freedom and flexibility with your students to be unique and specific to your own students' goals, of course. Okay, some final thoughts. Please get involved in your team leads, shells, and discussion forums. We need to share resources with one another. Let's offer our best practices with each other. Let's ask questions and be involved. This quote by Sir Ken Robinson, PhD, it applies to all of us as faculty. When we work together as a team, we become stronger influences on our students. So I encourage you again, get involved in the team lead shells and share with one another. Let's all choose to be involved, because by being involved, everyone adds tools to their teaching toolkits. And the more we share with one another, the stronger we are as a team and the stronger we are for our students. So let's get involved this term. Let's get excited about our students and sharing with one another. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this screencast. I'm truly excited about this term and looking forward to all the excitement and the ideas that we'll be able to share with one another.